Hello, Ranting Dragon here, corrupting your youth, just like Socrates. Just kidding. Well, I am technically corrupting your youth because I am making them fucking nerds with my novels. But that's the case here. But I am holding that book for a reason. You see, I want to talk about something I've been reflecting about. I fucking hate collectors and collector items. Not as impersonally as in, you're a collector, I am going to throw a fucking rock at you. More like, I hate the collector subculture that is forming and how it is affecting fans everywhere. I hate, I don't hate collectors per se. I hate the kind of collector that you see, for example, in this character in The Simpsons. You know, this comic book guy who's really obnoxious and really crooked. And I especially hate collectors who buy things not because of passion, not because they love them, not because they love the brand, but because they are exclusives, like Comic Con exclusives and things like that. I hate those guys. I don't hate this guy who is really passionate and he's a, don't know, a rock collector and he literally has lots of rocks in his bedroom, or this guy who collects, I don't know, uh, mail stamps and he has this big collection of mail stamps, or this guy who collects coins and he has this big collection of coins, or this guy who collects comic books and he has lots of them, or this guy who's a really big obsessive fan of, don't know, Spider-Man, he has this big collection of Spider-Man paraphernalia. I don't hate those guys. I hate the guy who basically just buys collector items for the sake of buying them. I hate those guys. And the reason is because they create a horrible environment among fans and among fan-related events. I don't like it. I sincerely don't even like collector exclusives. I see a big difference between a guy who goes around buying everything he can and a guy who buys the this collector exclusive sold only at during a specific and short amount of time, and there are like a small amount of those things. They bother me. I remember, for example, one of the examples I really don't like was in San Diego Comic Con. There are limited edition cards, Magic the Gathering limited edition cards, which they just have alternate art. I collect the cards I like. I have a collection of Sliver MTG cards, of Mir MTG cards, Fungus type MTG cards. I collect specific types of creatures and specific types of spells related to those creatures and try to build actual decks with them. But I hate. I don't even mind alternate art. I don't even mind if they are sold for a somewhat limited run. What bothers me is when they could be made available constantly, at least that they could be made available on order. I don't know. For example, my the print edition of my books is available on order. I mean, you don't see it on stores. You order it on Amazon and they print it for you. Yes, they print one specifically for you when you order it, and it arrives at your doorstep. Now I regret buying my own book. I'm kidding. Um, if they can make it for you, even if at a higher price. And in this period, there couldn't be this thing about like a collector exclusive that wouldn't work that way if it is made from a really industrial material. If they can do that for you, unless it is like, don't know, special promo, like for example this one. This one is from a special promo of Final Fantasy with Coca-Cola. If I remember it well, it was in Japan. If I remember well, it was in Japan. This thing was basically a promotional product, and now it is considered a collectible. I literally bought it in like how much? Like $20. No less. No, $20 my ass. Like $4. Yeah, 80 Mexican pesos, $4. I bought this one in $4, even though it was a rare collectible because they were basically given away as a promotional material for Coca-Cola in Japan. I don't know. This one. This one is not precisely a collectible per se. It's one of my favorite Evangelion products. It was basically sold in stores, well, in stores in Japan for a while, the double X Angel lines, and I am trying to get them all. I don't even know if they are still available, but well, I bought it when it came out. That's a different kind of collector items. I'm not talking about these kind of things because well, this basically you can buy it at a normal pace. They are produced in in mass. What bothers me, and I don't have them, are these products like San Diego Comic Con exclusives and things like that that you buy them and well, let's say there are 10 of them and you can't get them if someone else gets the 10. And what bothers me is because of the second-hand market. That's another problem I have. That's basically the real problem with these products. And some people get them only to buy them again, to sell them again later at a higher price because they know some of these collectors, which I don't like, will desperately try to get. I don't like it because it's expensive, because it's unreasonable, and because it is creating a pretty much artificial and fake scarcity. I mean, there are things I got which are considered out of run. For example, this figurine here, this Shy Guy. I literally bought it at Walmart. They were selling the small Super Mario figurines at Walmart here in Mexico. They were like, what? How much did it cost? Like $6, if I remember well, for this thing. And they were there for a whole fucking year. And well, if you didn't buy them, they are out of run now. There's a difference with with the type of product I am talking about. I don't have examples, I insist. I'm not talking about a discontinued product. I am not saying, oh, don't buy products that will get discontinued in the future. That's stupid because everything does. Everything gets out of print, everything gets out of run, unless you get it digitally and you can order it whenever it is available. What bothers me are these products that are made scarce on purpose. That's the problem. Intentionally scarce, intentionally rare, intentionally unavailable. That bothers me. That bothers me. And I am not speaking of really high luxury items. I don't have an issue with someone buying don't know, the 50th anniversary in the distant future, the 50th anniversary of Pokemon, and there are a few gold covered Pokeballs made with, don't know, made with a a cheaper metal. I don't I don't know, titanium or something like that, and plated in gold. And they are sold, and there are like about five of them sold only at the anniversary event in Japan as a commemoration. I don't mind that. Those anniversary items, those high luxury items. I don't know. There was, if I remember well, a golden Gundam made with the same purpose of celebrating something related to Gundam Wing. I don't mind them because they are things that your average fan is not going to get. To be honest, only the super rich fan of the brand will. What bothers me are these things that are made of really cheap materials, as I said, cardboard with printed image on it, and sold. And I am not going to blame Wizards of the Coast in this one because they are just following the market trend. It's not their fault. I am not blaming the companies for doing this. I don't like those products. I don't buy those products because of that reason, and I don't like the people who encourage this behavior. I don't like the customers who have created this demand, the customers who have created this environment in which people want to buy these things. And I am a free market guy, which means I don't care if they happen. I don't like them. I don't buy them. I am not going to stand against their existence, but I won't produce them. That's exactly another thing. When I started writing this novel, I had a plan, and I still have it. I'm going to make this brand famous. There is going to be, once I make enough money, or once I get a chance to get a contract with someone decent, an anime adaptation, video game adaptation, comic book adaptation of my novels. That's part of the plan. And there is going to be a lot of merch. I swear it, a lot of merchandising products, plushies, don't know, decorations, even apparel if possible, and especially of her. This girl is made only for the sake of selling plush dolls. I'm not kidding. Well, I do like my characters. I'm not going to be like, oh, I am just a corporate jerk and I don't care about. No, I love my characters and I love them so much. I am certain she can sell a lot more than most things. And seriously, I would like to have a plush doll of her in my bedroom next to all the other stuff I got. The thing is, I know fans would like to have one, and I want every fan to get the chance of having one. And I don't want to make any fucking collector exclusive if I can avoid it. At least not with things like that. I mean, if you can mass produce it, don't make a collector exclusive. Even if you say, well, but I don't have the funds to sell them, to sell thousands of them. Well, just put it online, have a button that says out of stock and restock once you fill a certain amount of orders. Simple as that. That's why I say it is artificial scarcity. Because let's say you run out of stock, you have one or two in stock, that's wrong. That's wrong. You should have a dozen at least. You run out of the stock and you're not selling anymore. That's what I hate. But if you run out of stock and you set things to restock once you have a certain amount of orders, then that's right. That's a way to manage a low budget and a lot of fans because you basically give every fan the opportunity of having it. We are not saying every fan should have it. Every fan should have the opportunity. At least that's my professional ethics. I don't like collector's edition. I don't like limited run. I understand the existence of it. I understand the existence of limited stock because you can just produce forever. But if you can restock every now and then, try to do it. Try to do so. At least that's what I plan to do. That's my work ethic. And I know that will anger a lot of fans I don't care about. Why? Well, as I said, the audience, the fans I love, the ones who will love my characters, the ones who will love her. Some of them might. I'm ready for the for Rule 34 already. I am used to the idea. I don't precisely support the idea of Rule 34 of all characters, but I know it's bound to happen. So I already accepted it as fate. The guys who want to have Rule 34 of her, they are my real fans. Even if it is disturbing and unsettling and everything, they are my fans. And they certainly will want a product of her. But the guys I'm talking about, more often than not, they are fans of collecting. They are fans of buying rare things. Even if they don't like it, let's say, I don't know. What they really like is DC Comics. But there is this fucking vinyl figurine of Deadpool. It's a limited run San Diego Comic Con exclusive. I don't know if it really exists. I am making up an example. There is this San Diego Comic Con exclusive of Deadpool. They actually hate Deadpool, but they go to San Diego Comic Con, buy the fucking vinyl figurine, and keep it on a on a shelf forever, gathering dust next to Batman. I hate that kind of guys. And I know that kind of guys. And I have met that kind of guys. Guys who don't even play Magic the Gathering, who don't even like Magic the Gathering, but they have cards. Rare cards only. They don't have any card. They don't care about the game itself. But they do, and I know them because I buy those cards, I know them. They have the rarest cards they can get their hands on because it's a collection, and of course they do that to other card games too. And they don't really like the card games. They don't play the games. Sometimes they don't even like the art. They like collecting, and they are, in my opinion, not very different to alcoholics. That's why I don't like them, and because they create this horrible environment, and because many of them are jerks. But that's like an individual basis, and I don't like alcoholics. I don't like them, and I don't like the impact they have in the business. And the ones I do hate, I mean, sometimes I use hate to loosely, especially in English, because in English I am used to a more aggressive language. Thank you, America. Eh, the ones I really hate, the ones I do consider harmful, are these scalpers. These people, and I have experienced them. These people who literally grab as much as they can of a collector's item, of a limited run item, and they sell it at insane prices. Many of them actually put their products on auction, and this is what bothers me. They put their products on auction, and the buy now option has a really insane price, and the auction has a really low price. And I have found myself trying to buy some of these things. I go, I bid, I set my limit, not very high, and I lost the fucking auction. And in the end, what bothers me is not losing the auction. The fact that the auction actually goes higher than the buy now price is what really bothers me. I mean, the auction price is like, I don't know, let's say $20, and the buy now price is $200. The starting auction price is 20, and the buy now price is 200. And let's say I bid and make it $30, and by the end of the auction is 300. That bothers me. Bothers me quite a lot. I wouldn't like to see that happening to my characters. There is also, because of that kind of collectors, there is also these people who collect everything insanely, the rarest things, and that includes autographs. I don't give autographs to strangers. I won't sign your book if you buy it. I won't sign it at an event. I will sign your book if I care deeply about it. I don't know. I'm, you're my girlfriend, or you're my brother, or you're my best friend, or you are that fan who actually stalked me to the point of reaching my house, knocking and asking for an autograph. Well, that's creepy and scary, but I admire you, so you have my autograph. But I am not going to a signing event. I am not going to do that because I don't want people to sell my autograph as if it was worth something. My autograph, my signature, is worth only in legal matters. It is worthless. What I care about from my fans is that they enjoy my work. What I care about is that they have my book. My signature is irrelevant. My work is what matters. I don't want you to seek my autograph. And not in the sense that I hate you and I don't do autographs because I hate my fans. No, because I love my fans. I don't want to give them an autograph out of nowhere if I don't know them. Maybe if I go to a fan event and I get to know my fans, and I don't know, we have some food and drink together. I don't drink alcohol, so I'm paying your beers, but you don't have to worry about me. We have some food and drink together. We spend the weekend and we become friends. Well, there's the autograph. You're my fan and my friend. But if you are just my fan and we don't even know each other, you don't need my autograph. I am not special because of my signature. I am important because of my books, but my signature is just ink and paper. I scribble in ink and paper with no meaning beyond the meaning of it being written by my hand. It has no story. I am not giving you any value. I don't seek autographs of most people. Normally, I don't seek signed copies of my book, of the books of my favorite authors, or things like that. exactly for that same reason. If I am going to give someone a signed copy of my work, it will be printed, and it's not my real autograph, and it's not limited for one because everyone is getting that autograph because my autograph is worthless, because my signature is worthless. In all honesty, that's how I feel. Why am I going to charge you for a signature? That's why I'm saying I won't sign won't go to signing events because you will pay for that, and I don't want to charge for that. That's why I give them away for free to my friends. But I can just give it away to anyone because I don't have that many hands and that much time to sign every single copy in the world. I don't like that. I don't like people who collect signatures, who collect autographs, because they are worthless. Because they are paying so much for something that is giving them nothing. And I find that dishonest. I won't do that. That's part of the problem also because let's say you're so happy, I got my signed copy, and someone mobs you and you lose your signed copy. And now it's on eBay. That really grinds my gears. That bothers me. Because you were so happy with your worthless but slightly emotionally loaded signed copy, and this motherfucker stole it only to sell it to someone else. The signed copy you earned now is in someone else's hand. That's that happens, and that's evil. For these people who go to signing events, get the signature, and then just see it on eBay. 24 hours after the signing event, the signed copy is on eBay because one of those people wasn't even a fan. I hate that. I hate that because they are scamming fans, and that's why I don't want to take part in that system. I want to make sure to provide value to my audience, to earn them money through the value I give them. I want them to be passionate about my work, and I don't want them to just go around with a scam that is all this collector stuff. And I don't like it, and that's why I made this video because I was thinking about it because my sister said, "Would you sign the copies of if your fan shows up at an event or something? Would you give signed copies at events? Would you make event exclusive?" She was asking me because she wanted to know my business plans, my business strategy, and I told her, no, that's not my thing. And she said, what about the collectors? Wouldn't they be angry? And I said, if a collector is angry because I don't do that, they are not my audience. They are not my fans. I am not saying they are not my audience as if you won't like my work or don't read it. No, they don't care about my work if they are going to be angry because I decided to not do that. That's why I'm standing for it. I'm making this video to express that feeling because there is also, I heard of this case, I found it really disgusting about someone exactly giving signed copies and someone grabbed, grabbed a few of them by selling them on eBay, and I'm like, this is disgusting. I mean, it was not just one, it was like four of them. This is disgusting. I don't like that. I think even collectors hate scalpers at this point because I exactly that was the thing. Many collectors were complaining about this guy, calling him a scalper and all that thing. I hate them too. Well, that's for today. If you like my videos, thumb them up. If you want to see more videos like this one, uh, well, I don't make English videos all the time, but if you want to see more videos like this one, subscribe. Mm, Dragon out. Have a great day.